Welcome back for part 4 of our dentist lead funnel build. Alright, we are doing a 5-part series on this. Each video is going to be a different page of the funnel and basically walking you through how to build out each of the pages so you can build it on your own or learn how to build your own funnel if it's not in dentistry. We're also offering the option of, if you go down to the description, there will be a link to the full 5-page funnel that you can just click on that and get access to it and start playing right away with the funnel. If you don't have any funnel building experience, I recommend that you do follow along with these 5 parts just to get an overall knowledge of how to build a funnel. But if you're experienced and just want access to it, go ahead down below and grab that funnel that we've already built out for you. This is the 4th page of the funnel. If you missed any of the previous videos, I would go back and check out those videos because it just walks you through both the build and also the psychology of why we're going through the funnel the way that we're going through it. On page 1, we did the landing page. Page 2, we did the quiz. Page 3, we did the congratulations. And now on page 4, we are doing what's called an opt-in funnel, or an opt-in page, which allows the potential client, now that you've sold them on the free consultation, now they're going to enter their information and get on your email list and also give you a chance to give them a call and set up that free consultation so they can start moving forward and hopefully down the road in the near future get those dental implants and so your business can earn some commissions. This funnel is focused on dentistry but can be customized to any other niche or field or business. So you can just go ahead and play with it. All of the images and details during these videos is a fictitious company. It's based on some of the clients that we've had that have had really good results. But the name, as you can see in the top left here, icon, everything is completely made up. So what we're going to go through is we're going to do page number 4 in the funnel. This is the opt-in. This is the way it's going to look. You're going to have a nice background image. And then the opt-in form on the right here that we're going to build out. So let's go ahead and get started and switch over to the ClickFunnels editor. We are now in the ClickFunnels editor. This is the basic page that you get when you start creating a funnel within ClickFunnels. As you can see, we already have the 3 pages in here that we've built. This is labeled opt-in, but it's actually the landing page. It's the first page that they land on. Then you have the quiz, then you have the congrats, and the page that we're going to be working on right now is the opt-in page. I've already created the blank template, and within the blank template, if I click on edit here, I've already gone through and created the header and the footer since they are the exact same as all the pages in this funnel. So if you have any questions on how to do that, I would go back to video number 1 or video number 2 because I actually walked through me building those out. Save you some time. I went ahead and created this page and also the header and the footer in advance, so we don't have to walk through those details again. For this funnel, or for this page of the funnel, there's only one section. It's that one with the image and the opt-in that we had talked about earlier. As I do with all my funnels, I have a second screen here with everything already built out. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste a lot of the text that are in there and a lot of the setup just so it's quicker. But I'm also going to show you the process that I go through so you can at least learn how to do it. So the first thing we're going to do to add this section is we're going to go ahead to the green plus, click on that. It's going to be full width, and it's going to be, you're going to add a row, and it's going to be a 2-column row. There you go. Once this is in there, we're going to go ahead and add our background image. And the thing I've mentioned on every video is if you're looking for good images that are copyright free, check out pixabay.com. I'm not sponsored. I just use them all the time, so I'll give them a shout out. If you're using this especially for commercial use, you will want to make sure that all your images on here are either owned by you or are copyright free. So that's why we use Pixel Math. Now go into settings. We already have our image downloaded and uploaded. So we're going to go ahead and use that one, and as you see, it kind of cuts off here. So it only goes this far and it's all blank. So the one setting that you want to make sure you do if it doesn't go all the way to the end is click on this image position and do full center, and that'll stretch it across. As we put in the text and the details for this form, it'll expand this section and it'll show more of the image. So if you get this, don't worry quite yet. Alright, so now everything that we are going to add in this section is on the right hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new element, click on a headline, I'm going to go ahead and copy it from my other screen. There you go. And we are going to just edit the size, actually make it smaller. Usually make it bigger, but we're going to make this one a little bit smaller. And then the next item we're going to add is a little divider. Essentially, when they get to the screen, you're pushing right away for them to enter their information, click submit, so they can schedule that free session. So you're starting with a call to action. And now we're going to add a quick divider. Scroll down to divider, click on that. This one we're going to, once we go into the settings for it, going to get a little closer by reducing that top margin. We are also going to make it slightly thicker, maybe a 3, yeah, we'll go 3. And then we're also going to make it, right now it's the full length of that section. What we want to reduce it to is maybe about 25% of that. So this top width, 25. So we did that, and now we're going to align it into the center. And then the last thing that we're going to do with this divider is we're going to change the color to match the overall orange highlight theme. So there we go with that. We might actually, let me just see, maybe bump this up to 5. Yeah, nah, let's do 3. I have it 5 in my other one, but I kind of like the 3 a little bit better. You can play with that however you want to do it. And then we're going to go ahead and add another element, which is going to be a sub-headline. Like that. With most of your funnels, what you want to always do, especially if it's relevant, is basically a limited time or an urgency. You want to add some sort of urgency, whether it's a limited time, limited slots available, or you just, I don't know, you just don't want to have too many of these out there. Just some sort of urgency added to theirs so they know to sign up today instead of thinking about it overnight because it may not be available there. So once you put that in there, I'm going to go to settings. I'm also going to make this a little bit closer to the rest of it. And then we're just going to adjust the size just a smidge. That's 24. Alright, now we have that. Let them know the urgency. Hurry up and get on it. Now you want to enter your 3 input slots for your form. So what we're going to ask for in this is we're going to ask for their name. So when we call them, we can actually call them by their name and ask them for the correct person. Email address, because you want to add them to your email address just in case they don't answer the call the first time. You can email them a reminder, or you can email them other advertisements in the future. And then the third slot is going to be a phone number. That's how you're going to call them, is you want to get the phone number. So let's go ahead and add, I'm just going to add actually I'll add one at a time. And it's going to be input, and that's going to come up this way. So I'm going to go ahead and this is going to be my name. So we're going to enter name as the input type. We want to change this to enter your name. It doesn't necessarily have to be required. It's completely up to you, but I'm going to go ahead and all 3 of these fields I'm going to have required just because each of them serves a purpose, and without one it's kind of hard to get in contact with them. So we'll go ahead and do that, and let me just check, and I want to add the icon just to give it a little more pop. So we're going to go with the name icon, And we're going to go to the icon position on the left. There we go. That's field number 1. Now what you're going to do is I'm actually going to clone the other 2 fields because it's going to keep the icon on the left. I'm going to have to do some adjustment to it, but at least keeps the format to it. So now we have 3 enter names. We want to actually go ahead and change this. We're going to reduce this to, we'll do 15. Change this. This is going to be the email address. By default, email address is always required. And you're going to do enter your email address. All right. That's the same icon. We're going to change to, oops, not that one, to email icon. And there, that one's done. And then we're going to do the last one. Change that to 15 like we did for the last. This is going to be the phone number. It's going to stay as required. Everything else is the same except for the icon. We'll go ahead and add the icon in there. Alright, and then we're going to add one more element to this page, and that is going to be the button. Alright, so essentially when they click this button, all the information that they entered in here will go into your autoresponder or your scheduler, so you have access to that, and you can email them and call them and do what you need to do. So let's go ahead and set that up. Alright, you want to start with set actions, and for this one, in the past 3 pages when we clicked on a button, we've always gone to go to next step of the funnel. In this case, we're actually going to go to submit order or submit form. This lets ClickFunnels know that once they click this button, it submits the data again over to your autoresponder. So you click on that, it'll also take them to the next page. Alright, so now that's in there. Now we click back. Alright, we want to update this. And you do another call to action. Yes, I want my free consultation. Alright, and something that we've learned over the years is instead of just putting like a click here to submit, or click, or just submit as the text, if you say it in there as if they're saying it, for example, I'm the visitor, I'm saying, yes, I want mine, you tend to get a lot more clicks because they're actually seeing themselves, not. Alright, I'm also the margin, I'm going to bump up to 15 so it's uniform. I'm going to change the color to red so it sticks out. I'm going to also increase the size to 24. There you go. And the last thing I'm doing, as you know from the other videos, I like my corners rounded a little bit more. So we're going to do 10 pixels. Alright, and that's the stuff you're going to enter into this one. One other thing I'm going to do, just so we can see more of this background image, is I'm going to go here. Doesn't matter which one you go to. You can either go to the element or you can go to the row and increase the margin on the top. Actually, what we'll do is we'll increase the margin here to 45, and we'll increase it on the bottom to 45. That gives us a little more of the image, takes up a little more of the screen. Just looks overall nicer if you're seeing that full image in the background. Click on save. Always save. And this is the basic structure of the opt-in page. There are a few other things that we still need to do. Once you have this in there, you're going to want to do settings, go to general, you're going to hide the affiliate badge, and it's up to you. I prefer to hide everything but the initial landing page from search engines so they can properly go through the funnel. And what I also do is, once you have the URL for the next page, you're going to come back here and you're going to enter in here. So that lets the funnel know once you click on that, once it sends everything, all the information to your autoresponder, it knows to go to the next page, the thank you page, which we'll cover in our next video. Alright, so now that you have that in there, I'll save again. And then the last thing we're going to do is Again, when you click on the submit and it sends that information to your autoresponder, it needs to know where to send that information to. So you're going to go up here to settings, integrations, and then you're going to set up your integrations here. All right, whether you use ActiveCampaign, Aweber, Drip, you're going to want to set that up in here. I have a number of options set up in here. You can also use the internal ClickFunnels account. So however you want to do that, you click on whatever you have integrated, the action, which is usually add to list, and then the list that you want to add it to, and make sure that those are set up. I'm not going to do that in this specific example because this is just a sample for me, but when you do it, you want to make sure you do that before you ever go live, otherwise you'll lose data. It'll track the contact information within ClickFunnels as a contact, but if you want it to go to an autoresponder where you have an email sequence, you want to make sure you set this up. And once you're done with that, you hit save, and this page is all done. This was a quick and easy one. It's just a simple form. So if you go ahead and you can either build that out yourself or click the link again in the description that has the full 5-page funnel in there, which is page 4 on that. And you'll have it right away, so you can play with it. You can change it however you want. You can put a different background in there. You can add. Sometimes some people like to add another section in there with a description. Since we already went through 3 pages of descriptions, I didn't think it was really needed for this. They already know if they got to this page that they're interested, and then they'll just enter their information. Typically, 80 to 90% of people that get to this page are already committed. They'll enter their information and give it to you. So there's no need to add extra information. That's all for this video. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe and down below. This lets us know that you like these kind of videos. And also, if you're interested in any other niches, I'll be happy to create those. Just post a comment down below, and we'll get those made up in the future. All right, thank you very much, and have a great day.